We've got the new Evoke from Motiv coming out in February, and it's got a brand new cover stock, the Leverage Solid, and it's got a brand new core in the Overlord core. I have not thrown it yet. I've got a pretty strong layout on it. It's 40 by 4.5 by 50, and we're gonna see what this thing does. So I'm just gonna guess that this thing's gonna hook. So I'm gonna start out and try to just get it right. Okay, it looked like it was a little slow, but we can work with that. I'm probably not gonna move off of that shot because I think this lane is gonna hook about 3-4 boards more, maybe just tighten in my target a little bit. I'm usually not a guy that throws these sanded balls out of the box. It's 2,000 bucks. I usually like to get some lane shine on them. But let's see what happens here. Oh, that looked pretty good. Didn't move off of that shot. So maybe I'll inch a little right with this next one. It definitely read the lane and made it turn. Wasn't super lazy like some sanded big Asym solid balls can be. So I'm gonna move like 1-2 boards right. Oh, that's fun. That's always good. I feel like I still need to move on that lane. It's almost like it just pushes down before it makes its move on that lane. And you'll kind of see it move about a foot earlier on this lane. Man, that got kind of lazy at the pins. That could have been me. I didn't throw a good shot or something. Yeah, I probably need to move right on that lane. All right, the hook and lane, it definitely already has some lane shine on it. That's like probably already at 3,000. I'm gonna just try to be a little more behind this one. That should be pretty good. Oh, I really like that one. Really like that one. It's definitely evening out with the surface just getting a little shinier. Okay, I think I'm just gonna move a little right and try to stay behind this one. If I go high, but I haven't gone high yet. I'm gonna move like 3 left with my feet, 1 or 2 right with my eyes. Man, it's still coming in light. Kind of got around that one though. 4 frames left, and it's just time to get 3 frames left. We're gonna get lined up and just go sheet here. Moved even further right. Well, I didn't go light, but I also pulled it. That actually was not bad. Still didn't throw a great shot. Let's try to throw a good shot on this one, see what happens. Got it out a little further. Yeah. Yep. More props now to guys like Tommy Jones who do the first 10 challenge because they actually shoot big scores normally. Took me 9 frames to figure out what the heck this ball does. It's smooth, it's clean. That should be pretty good too. Yep. So I'm just gonna move a couple right and just square this thing up. Oh, that should be real good. Felt like it was really good. That's as good as I can throw it. It's as good as I can throw it. the next 10. All right, so I bowled about a game and a half with this ball, and it's got lane shine on it. I'm going to do something crazy for the next 10, so I feel like I'm figured it out. I'm going to play pretty straight up the back of the ball on the left lane, and on the right lane, I'm going to get in and I'm going to hook it a little bit. So here I'm just trying to play like 10 to 7, nothing crazy. Oh, that went 10 to 5. Oh, okay. It was really like 9 to 5. I feel like guys that are really up the back of the ball and want a really smooth reacting ball, this is kind of the ball. And then if you want to get in and hook it, this thing hooks. So I'm just gonna get around this a little bit more. Like I said, I'm gonna move in. And I mean, look at that thing. Look at that thing check. I'm trying to get it out to about 7. If I get it out further, it looks like it will come back. Benefits of bowling on a house shot. Oh, I tugged it, and I think it might still strike. I tugged that. That was like 11 to 10 maybe. But it held. I could definitely actually use an asymmetrical like this on a house shot, which is pretty crazy. Out of the box, maybe not, but it definitely needed a little bit of lane shine. And ever since we got some lane shine on this thing, it's been hitting pretty hard. It's going through the pins nice. Again, I'm moving about 8 left of my feet here. I'm getting in. I'm just getting a little more behind the ball. So that might go high. Yeah, I got that out way too early. That was a big miss. Feel more comfortable on the left lane, staying behind it. Feel like getting in and hooking it on 32 in the right lane. It's a little touchier. But this left lane, I feel like it's pretty dialed. Got a lot of room on this lane. That was a pretty good shot. Oh, and I didn't carry. Let's get back to the striking ways here. I'm going to inch a little left just to give myself a little room. So I'm now like 10 left to where I am on the right lane with my feet. About 5 left with my eyes. That should be pretty good. Yep. I mean, I couldn't have thrown that much better. Might just try to have a little more touch on this one. Kind of getting lazy with it because I know I have a little bit of room. That was pretty good. Wow. Wow, I did not expect that. I must have either thrown that hard or just not gotten anything at the bottom, because that was right on where I was trying to go. That's going to check and hit. Ooh, kind of lazied out there, almost burned up too much energy. Okay, well, ever since I said I'm feeling comfortable on this left lane, I haven't been able to do anything. So it's going to be a little softer with it. I inched my feet right, which is kind of a weird move. That's about as good as I can throw it. The ball still didn't really pick up the way I like. Let's see if I can punch out here. End on a good note. I feel like the last few over here have been okay. At worst, it's just got to carry. That was pretty on the screws. Can't throw much better than that. Last two, one up the back and right up 10 board. That one going like 15 to 5. Can't throw it much better than that. Got around that. Hopefully it still hits, and it does. That was pretty good. All right. And I got the pin stuck in the gutter. But the ball, I like it. I like that it hits as a solid. Really only time that I went flat is when I just got it out too far. And that's the Evoke. Get it at your local shop.